I am here today with Stefanie Fox, owner of Canvas Salon and Skin Bar, who is launching her own leadership and personal development brand. Hello, Stefanie.
Hi.
Yeah. So let's just start with why your work is so important.
Oh, why is it so important? Well, so I work in salons all over the country, and I see the same stressors coming up everywhere. And so I've kind of labeled it the them and us syndrome. The them, like the hairdressers, and us, the leadership, or vice versa. And I realized that all of the stress that exists between the two is just unnecessary because we're actually feeling similar stressors. You know, we have leaders who feel like they're worried about if they're doing a good job. Like they're worried genuinely about, am I a good leader? And are they valued? And does my team care? And then on the opposite side of that, you have hairdressers who feel like, does my leader care? Do they know I'm working hard? Do they value me? And then we have, with the booth rent phenomenon, we've got a lot of leaders really afraid of investing in their team because they're not sure they're going to stick around. And then you have the hairdresser on the other side who is just filled with wanderlust, most of them, and pretty unsure of like, is this the path for me? And that unsureness comes not because they don't love hair, it's happening because they didn't realize how hard it was gonna be. You know, like those first couple years of being a hairdresser, it's a lot of work, and they didn't know that. So my work is important because it's helping close the gap between how the leader's feeling and how the hairdresser's feeling. And if we can close that gap, we can actually work together and hopefully produce some great business results as a result of bridging that.
Right. Well, that definitely sounds like some valid work you got there.
Yeah.
Tell me about the hairdressers. Why do you think that they need you so much?
Ooh, well, first of all, I'm a hairdresser. So all the feelings that I'm about to talk about, them feeling, I feel too, or have felt in my career at some point. You know, we are consistently stressed at the beginning of our careers about making enough money, about wondering if this was the right choice, about if we're doing good work. You know, we really see our work as us. And so when we make a mistake with a consumer or a client, we're like, ooh, like we suck, you know? And so the hairdresser really needs my help because we have to shift the personal confidence of that hairdresser. Like, we need to do some deep personal work so that they can show up and really do the great technical work that they're already trained to do, but not have the hiccups that, you know, prevent them from creating a great guest experience.
Definitely. And what about the salon owners? What do you think about them? I know you're one too.
Yeah, I am one. So, you know, as a salon owner, I've experienced, again, all of these feelings. And, you know, there are days where I'm like, oh, what am I doing? You know, is this worth it? Like, do they care? You know, I feel like I care so much, and you know, we find ourselves sick of kind of repeating the same thing, feeling like nobody listens, like nobody actually does what we say needs done, even if we do it in the best way we know how. And so the leader needs my help because they've got to work through their own personal development issues. You know, the leader that's going to work with me and have powerful results is the one that realizes the more they personally develop, the better they're going to be as a leader. And that changes their business.
Awesome. Talk to me how you're planning on doing all this.
Ooh, what? Education. You know, we in our industry have spent years really focused on our technical craft. We create, pretty much across the board, awesome hairdressers. They can cut hair, they can color hair, they can do great blowouts, you know? And we've put all this energy there. And what we haven't really worked on is their personal side, their personal development. And most of our generation of hairdressers right now lives in that millennial generation, and they are having their first careers. So when they're being asked to pre-book somebody, for example, you know, and that person pushes back, their confidence is folding. It's not that they don't know how to have a pre-booking conversation, it's that they're too insecure to have it. So we have to get to the root of what's living in that insecurity, and really help them develop that kind of power stance as a professional so that they know what to say when the client says, oh, I don't have my calendar, I'll call you, you know, next week. So it's really that, there's online education, there's in-salon education. It's really just kind of working through all those things that shut us down.
Right. And besides being a salon owner and a hairdresser, what makes you the most qualified to do this work?
You know, I love hairdressers. Like, I am a hairdresser groupie, and I'm a hairdresser myself, and I love salon owners. And I started in this industry, like straight out of high school. It was, you know, something I was very passionate about. And I think that what qualifies me most, honestly, is the level of care that I have around the work that I do. It is crucially important to me, and I work in salons all over the country, and I see the same things between the leaders, how they're feeling, and the hairdressers. And so in that work, the technical education that I've done in the past and leadership development work, I really noticed myself lending towards that personal development piece. It's something that is a core part of me as an individual and as my business. And so I really looked backwards and thought, okay, if this is what I'm seeing everywhere, how do I help these people? So I went back to school, added some psychology education to my master's degree in business, and kind of just sought to learn how I could help close that gap. So in the salons I've worked in, I've taken all of those life experiences in my own salon with my own team, and really feel like now I'm ready to take all of that knowledge and help our industry show up more powerfully and confidently.
So Stefanie, thank you for sharing all your insight and your new brand. Definitely sounds like you have a lot to offer for both the hairdresser and the salon leadership. Can you tell me about how people that would like to work with you could find out more?
Yeah, absolutely. So on my website, there is an easy place to just sign up for salon growth tips and inspiration. And there's also a contact page. So if they were interested in learning more, they could explore the website and make sure they sign up for those tips and tricks and be in touch.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.